Of course, of course it happens, that we get sort of COVIDed on the last day of filming.
I need to defrost him because I've got big plans for today.
I'm Dennis Kerno. My role is series producer, so it's basically all the logistical stuff is my domain. If you like zombies and you like comedy, you've come to the right place.
Today's the 29th of September 2021. It's Wednesday. This next little bit's going to be a bit crucial. Just really laying the foundations for the shooting period and making sure that everything's sort of watertight so that when we get to shooting, we can just focus on, putting out spot fires as they come up. I think it was the Sunday we got the announcement about like our roadmap out of the lockdown, and pretty much ruled out filming in person. My philosophy now is to, not have that be a impediment and try to turn that into an advantage if we can. That's going to force us down some interesting creative avenues that we otherwise wouldn't have gone down.
There's so much stuff we could do remotely that we couldn't have done on set. The biggest challenge was the writing. The writing has been so hard. It just had to change so much. Filming it remotely, it took a while to work out how the scripts needed to work in a way that we could actually film, and like what was realistically possible to ask the actors to do in their own homes, in their own time. I'm Jean, and I'm many things on the project. I'm the creator and one of the background producers and the director. I have my fingers in all the pies. Doing it remotely, we had to really focus on dialogue, and that's what happened with the scripts. A lot of them just got stripped back so that they were 90% dialogue and then just some like really fun action peppered through it. But writing never ends. There's so much writing. I felt terrible. There would be like they would all be ordered. There would be like draft 6, and then it would be draft final, and then it would turn into draft final updated 2. It's been really fun looking at audition tapes and show reels, and I just hadn't realised that it's a bit uncomfortable for me, I think, looking at them and being like, no, you couldn't be a Gary. I'm sure everyone could be a perfectly amazing Gary.
We had a meeting with the two leads, who are Felicity as Zoe and Carla, who's playing Sim. The two leads are fantastic, so they're going to do an awesome job. I guess it's probably really exciting for Gina as well, seeing those characters that they've sort of conceived actually be, represented as real people now.
I think the thing I'm looking for when I'm casting is that I love, especially for comedy, I want actors who are happy to get up on stage and be silly and be ugly. Comedy, I think especially, is about being the most hideous version of yourself. Oh man, I've just rambled too long. I'm going to stop. Casting is fun.
So my name's Felicity Smith, and my role was Zoe, the journalist. Doing the whole camera things yourself, definitely that was different because normally I wouldn't have done. And then the makeup as well, learning how to do makeup, that's something I normally never do. Erica was really good. She had it all like set out. She would send a document through, have pictures and everything, and step by step of everything. And that was definitely the main difference.
My name's Erica. I am a makeup artist. So I design all of the looks. Within this role, I actually sort of teach the actors how to do the makeup for the TV series. So instead of me doing it myself because of COVID, I have to teach them over Zoom. So on the day when they're getting ready, I'll walk them through the whole makeup process. There was a lot of times where I was like, oh, let me just so I can just, you have to always assume that people sort of know nothing when it comes to it, because you can't assume that they know everything, because, then you won't be able to teach them. How's it feeling right now?
I just can't see.
I had to put contacts in my eye, and then I freaked out.
You can try use tweezers if you want. You just got to make sure you don't use them on your iris. That's all.
So it's a bit of a suck, and then it got stuck in, and then poor Erica was trying to help me over Zoom, trying to get it out. And I was like, I can't get it out.
But
Okay.
if you blink, it'll go straight back up.
Oh, I did it. Thank you.
You got it. Oh, thank God.
Oh my gosh. Sorry about that drama.
Foley made the teeth. I was so impressed. He made the fake dentures.
I've got this one that sits on the desk. I'm Foley as a party, and I do all the props management. The dentures were all 3D printed. The gums are 3D printed separately to the teeth, and then we glue the two elements together after they've been painted. And then a final touch-up of paint and hairspray to make them shine. And then, yeah, Bob's your uncle. What we're doing here is really kind of proving that you can shoot remotely. That's completely possible to do and have a great product as well.
I think it's like something definitely not to be dismissed. You don't have to work within like the normal confines of what you think a film set is in order to create something. You can go outside the box and still create something really exciting.
It's going to start to kind of inspire, well, hopefully, other productions if they need to shoot remotely, that they absolutely can.
First shoot this weekend. Gone pretty good. Everyone's really excited. I'm really excited. It's been very cool to see all of the characters get like costumes and their makeup. Great. Well, good luck. Oh, I can't say that. Chukas, everyone. Very excited to see it all come together.
Yeah, that's so good.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm the production designer for New Normal. A week is getting the scripts usually on the Monday, and then we go through it with Foley, the props organizer, and then we'll work out exactly what we're going to need for that episode. And then basically it's going around the city, buying lots of things, working out sort of what we want it to look like within this episode. Because it's all remotely filmed, it's been really difficult balancing that, sort of wanting them to all look like they're in the same space. But at the same time, I think one of the unique things about this show was that they're not in the same spaces, and we didn't want to like lose that look. I looked like a maniac buying the props. I went into Savers and I just bought all the dog themed stuff in Savers and turned up at the register with just all these weird dog, figurines and posters and soft toys. And the guy was just scanning my items and just kept looking up at me and was just like, "You really like dogs?" And I was like, yeah.
Today is Thursday, the 4th of November. And yeah, it's been a pretty challenging week for a range of reasons. Like over the weekend we had a big storm, and as a result we had a blackout, and I was without power here for like 72 hours. So it's just like such a challenge to communicate with people and get stuff underway. And on top of that we had an actor pull out, and also we had one of the SD cards with all the footage go missing. And so Foley's had to go and reshoot that whole day of filming.
Yeah. The story behind that is I dropped all of the equipment off at the actress's house, and she filmed it wonderfully. And then I went and picked up all of the equipment and transported it as what I thought, like, just quite well. Got it home, did the checklist, went, yep, everything's here, fantastic. And then I went to plug the SD card into the laptop and it was gone. And then I frantically started messaging and was like, "Hey, did I leave the SD card there?" I was like, "No." "Is that the front of your house?" "No." "Can you look on the road?" "No." Just the whole day's worth of shooting on one massive SD card, and it just disappeared. And so the next day I went and reshot all of it behind the camera to make sure that it was going to get done.
It's really awesome to see the level of commitment that people have, and just to see how dedicated people like Foley and Lexi and stuff are to the project as well, is really humbling, I think.
Zombies and chaos. I think that's how I'd sum it up. And I personally would watch it for Gary and Bambi alone. Those two were just my favourite. I think they're really funny.
So Carla, who plays Sim, was due to shoot her last bit of footage today, but her work had a COVID outbreak, and so it's like, you know, a bit up in the air now. We're just waiting on her results, and hopefully they're all good. Of course, it happens that we get sort of COVIDed on the last day of filming. To be fair, we've been pretty lucky to have avoided it so far. Hopefully this COVID hiccup is just a hiccup, and it's not going to set us back too much. But you know, who knows? We'll see what happens.
It's a horror comedy that's really just so delightful and wacky and absurd and surreal, and I think you'll just have a lot of fun.
It's different, and I think it's important to watch things that are different.
How to sum up New Normal? That's a good one. It's kind of strange to like try to put the whole experience into like a little phrase. I guess it started off really as an experiment because we were just seeing how or whether it would even be possible to do a production like this, especially like, you know, with students and stuff. It has been a big experiment, but I think it's paid off. Well, I know it's paid off because I've been able to see it unfolding as it's gone. And for anyone who's considering watching New Normal, definitely watch it. Especially if you're someone who wants to be involved in putting shows together or working in film or TV. It's just such an invaluable asset to see how these things come together. Even when you don't even have the luxury of being able to see each other, you can still get something done and get it done to the quality that we've been able to pull off here. I think it's something that has been a pretty extraordinary achievement from our team. To anyone who's keen on doing something similar, definitely give it a watch.